we will turn to the next section, recording on prepaid expenses. Online students, Arshani and Tanuja, your students, you are in the class now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, now we'll start the next section to recording the prepayment or prepaid expenses. Right. Tell me the real double entry on electricity, rent, and other prepayment. Tell me. What is a double entry? Student, you are accounting people. Tell me. Debit on prepaid expenses debit, credit on cash or bank account. You can give the either check. But some companies actually recording on like to the accrued, debited on prepayment account, credited on the same expense account. After that, they will set off the actual payment and take on the monthly expenses for the P&L. Right. We'll record electricity payment on 8,000. Your system accounts. Record journal entry section. Our system automatically create the journal entry. 23 April 30th. Give here the memo number. Instead of number, now I am given electricity. Identify the expenses. Electricity dash, you put April. April 23. Recognize the correct expenses. Now I debited to my prepayment account under the asset section. Prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses. Use this account under the electricity payment 8,000. 8,000. Give the suitable memo number like electricity 23 April something. Definitely the electricity payment including the VAT. Is it there no? Liable to pay on VAT. Now credited to, there are two options. Either you credited to relevant expense account or a cash or bank account. Now this time I credited to bank or cash account. The actual payment, otherwise the transaction. Now look at it. Now I credit to my HNB account. From HNB account. Can credited to not 8,000 credit and VAT liable. So at this point, there is a different practice used by the industry. You identified. Some companies are directly credited to the cash and bank account. Some companies are credited to the relevant expense account because there are provisions, accruals, prepayment for all by this similar expense account and set off and transfer to the P&L. Right. Now, record. Review this journal entry from here. Journal 8,000. Debit to your prepayment expense account and credit to your HNB account. Now we will assume that in the next month we paid on the electricity bill. Okay, paid on the electricity bill. Record this transaction. How you record on this transaction? Go to the again banking module. Banking module. Spend money module. Now this time you select here. Look at here. HNB Bank. Student, now you clear that. Next one. What's your name? Isudu. Isudu, now you clear that. Now you can pay through the HNB Bank. This is not a main bank. Not integrated actually in like a main bank, but you can pay like by use actually no amount in the HNB account. Anyway, select. Type on here electricity. Electricity. Use the check number here like 200, 300. The payment date like next month. Next month payment. Now, student, what is this? HNB is the debit account or credit account? Payment or receipts? Payment account. Then credited to your HNB account. Payment account, credited to this account. Then where do you debit? Sorry, prepaid account. Set off, set off. Where are the here? Yes, prepaid credit. Then amount 8,000, no? Liable to act. But here question no. Here question no. We credited to the already we paid, no? Already we paid. Prepayment account credit, so debit, and credited to our bank account. Then this time, if you can't again pay it. Understood my question? Then what you need to do? You think there is a different transactions. From where you can adjust these transactions? Apa tak? To expense account. From where? Yes, correct. In the journal entry, you have to be actually not reverse. Credited to your prepayment account and debited to your relevant expense account. Got this point? Not like the previous transaction. Cancel. Got this point? Not the internet working. No. Right. This time, again, you go to the already you paid. Go to the accounts journal. Okay. In the next month, 5, maybe 10th April, sorry, 10th May, type here electricity. Now, debited to electricity expense account. Debited to electricity expense account. Where? Please tell the number. Electricity. Sorry, Buddha. Higher. Electricity. Amount on 8,000, no? 8,000. They are also under an O provisions. Next. Now this amount are in my prepayment, no? Now I set off to my prepayment. Not deposited. Deposited is different. Electricity deposit different. Now credited to my prepayment account. Prepaid expenses. 8,000. Liable on VAT. Now, okay. Record. Now look at your journal. Remove from your prepayment account. Remove from the prepayment account. Actually, you can review this account in your prepayment account in the balance sheet. You can review this account. The actual transaction passed to this account. If you start from the actually from zero, then after incorporating all transactions, that should be zero. I think there's some amount in the balance sheet because of beginning balances are there. No? We'll see. Reports, accounts, balance sheet, display. April 30th. Then you select your prepayment. What is the number of prepayment account? Sariputta? Prepaid extra here. Look at this transaction. Now debit. Is correct? Correct in the month of what do you call? April. Then again you filter this report in the month of May. Not first, in the 10th. Got this point? Now nil. Zero. Because of that. You identified this transaction. Look at here. Again, when I go to the month of April, 8,000 is there. This is debited no in my prepayment account. Debited on my prepayment account. Then I settle this bill on the next month. No. Then I customize my report on 10th May. Then nil this account. Zeros. Understood? Right. Now, next. Record on this transaction. Rent expense and other expenses. Record this prepayment, rent prepayment, and other expenses. Shall we keep in your mind deposit account, not settle with the expense account? Deposit account you release at the agreement time, at the end of the agreement time. Is it correct? No. What about never? What about return the deposit? Letting go down. After collection, they get power. You go. They will decline the Is the way of you also don't put. Oh. This. What's the Betul. Jadi transaction you have to inform your project. Within the particular, like a separate transaction. That we write down the different transactions and recording on the system. So you can later, whatever you need, you went somewhere. Set off ini payment එක වියහන පස්සේ තමයි යාව නිල් කරන්නේ. Don't confuse with this prepayment with the deposit. There are some deposited account, electricity deposit, water deposit, like this. These deposits come under your prepayment category deposits. Never will set off this payment to the deposit. And also, in reality, actually, you cannot pay on the prepayment of electricity and water. Never. This kind of entity not available in the Sri Lanka. Actually, we pay after 2-3 months. But anyway, you have to be learn the correct accounting, no? Right, student. Now we'll move into another important section. Is it finished by all? Complete. Record, eh? Okay. Student, you turn to the next section. Recording on recurrent entries. Chatura, look at the board. What do you mean by recurrent entries? The sum. Look at this screen. Look at these special type transactions are there. Like insurance, like rent, like your license, like your membership, like your subscription, that kind of expenses you have to be paid for continuously. Like rent, insurance. Each month you have to pay for the like say loan installment. The company have to pay for this such amount for a long period, but the same amount. If you take on the company general insurance, each month company have to be allocated for the 10,000, 15,000 for the general insurance. These transactions we call recurrent transaction. Recurrent. The transaction will occur in each month. Right. We will study how to record in the such transactions like recurrent transactions on the system. Right. First, we'll take insurance 15,000 from Sampath Bank. Don't worry about it. Either Sampath, HNB, whatever the account you can create. Right. We'll record it. First, go to your system. Clearly, you identify this is the payment to journal. This is the payment to journal. No. Recurrent payment. Some journal entry is called recurrent journal entry. But at this point, this is the recurrent payment. Right. Go to the recurrent journal entry recorded on here. Recurrent payment recording in the payment. Got this point? This is the payment. Go to the spend money. There's another scenario. Student, you studied everything. Recurrent payments are there. And also recurrent income are there. Can you tell me the recurrent income? Yes, correct. Rent income. We given to the part of our building to the third party. This investment property. This income generated monthly. What else? Like, sorry? Yeah, correct. FD interest. Not saving interest. FD interest. What else? Some other investment you like invested in the third party investment. Sorry? No, refundable deposit, not the income. This is your deposit. This is a deposit. Such income, like you have a patent, you have some the copywriting. Monthly, this third party company you have to pay for your company. Like KFC getting on this income, McDonald's getting on this income. Understood? There are two recurrent entries. Recurrent payment and recurrent expenses are there. So income are there. Recording on the recurrent payment, spend money. Okay. Sampath Bank, your payment account. You select student. You can look at here again here. If you select on here spend money module or receive money module, in the both scenario, activate on your Sampath Bank. But Sampath Bank, they operate like a dual purpose. In the dual sense, if you select in a spend money module, this is the payment account. If you select on here receive money module, this is a collection account. Got this point? The automatic, look at it. When I click here receive money, look at it, Sampath Bank is there. Without having the accounting knowledge, the person can't identify that why in the both scenario activated by the Sampath Bank. The thing is that either collect or either pay, Sampath Bank work like a collection account and the payment account. Understood? Now in this time, we use by the spend money. Like a payment account. Now Sampath is the pay account. Type on here, what do you call that? Insurance. No? insurance. Again, you can create the insurance like Sri Lanka insurance company like expense vendor. Select from here. Can continuous you are paying no? Insurance. Then given on a check number in this month. Let's say 500, 500. Check number. The payment date when each month 15th. Then first payment April 15th. You identified the correctly 15th on each month. Again, insurance month of April 23. My memo. Okay. Then select on here insurance expense account. Under the expense section, insurance. Insurance. Use this account. 15,000 no? 15,000. Can give the memo number again. Definitely VAT liable. Student, look at here. Tax inclusive. Tax inclusive. Right. Correct. Student, if you pay for the one time, then click on record. If you are paying for the different time, we call recurrent, don't click on here, record. Now you click on here, save recurrent in. Different option I teach. Save recurrent in. Look at the name, insurance, April 23. Frequency, you can change the frequency from here. Weekly payment, fourth weekly, semi-monthly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annual, like this. Some expenses are maybe 6-month period, no? Some are in the quarterly basis. Then select here monthly. Again, your date of payment, 15th every month. Now you click on save template. Save template. Right. What I did, I create the template and save the template in my system. Now you record this transaction. Look at your journal entry. $15,000. Credit from my bank account, correct? No? Debited only 12,000 my insurance account. The VAT debited to my VAT paid account. When you go for your what do you call the P&L, this transaction update. Student, what is the advantage and purpose of we recording this transaction, recurrent transaction? Now, again you type here insurance. Change the date on not month of April, month of May. Okay, month of May. Then again you click on this blank section. Here activated on use recurring option. Select here use recurring. Now transaction is there. Look at here, last posted in April. Now click on OK. Then take the details on here. Only you change the period, date, then amount is there. Now you record. Right. Look at this, the impact of this transaction. Reports, accounts. Go to the profit and loss account, display. Now debited on my P&L 12,000 amount. Which month? Month of April. Now I change the period here, month of May. Look at here. The same amount recorded on the next month. But you can't record this transaction in for today for the next month. After getting on the right to the system, actually system will indicate it. Given a notification. Now you have to be recorded on the return. Yeah. Right. We go to the next transaction. Rent expenses. Rent expenses. Rent expenses. Do not be write the transaction on that way your project. Each transaction you have to be explained fully. This is the lecture tutorial. Your project may be different. The transaction should be explained separately with the relevant date. Let's say like this is a 10th April. This is a 13th April. You have to be for what purpose? The company taken the general insurance policy for the employees work at the factory. Getting from the Sri Lanka insurance or Janasakti or somewhere. The company have to be paid for the 15,000 for each month. The using the recording this transaction by recurrent expense payment like this, like in rent expenses. Separately, you have to be write the transaction relevant to your entity, your company. නැත්නම් table එකම ලියන් ඉන්න එපා මේ විදියට. search කරේ table එක කියලා. මම උගන්වන්නේ පොතේ teaching අර මම scenarios දුන්නොත් හරි අමාරුයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. මම scenario එක දීලා තියෙන්නේ අර paper එකේ. අද බලමු අපි ටික. Complete? Right. Now, recording on this is the recurrent payment. Record the recurrent income. Note down this transaction. Note down this transaction. SAP Cricket Club. SAP Cricket Club. Invested additional funds on fixed deposit account at the Sampath investment account. Company will receive, company means SAP Cricket, will receive rupees 7,500 as investment income. You are required to create new investment income account and record these transaction as a recurrent income. Within bracket, first income received on April 23. A date එක දුන්නේ නැහැ නේද? Date not 20th April 23. Right. Record this transaction. Right? Record this transaction. Complete? So where you start the transaction? Go to the accounting section, no? Is it correct, no? Accounting section, add the new account. What's the correct section? Yes. Not in the income, it's the other income. Create new account. Look at it, 3,000 given, then give the 4,000. 4,000. The name called investment, no? Investment income normally liable for, actually not VAT, not liable for the VAT. Actually, you are liable for the payment of tax. You have to be added on that range. Detail postable account, okay, complete. Then go to the banking, receive money to the your Sampath Bank or HNB Bank, right? Payer, you select here by cash customer. From the here cash customer, is it there? Cash customer is there. Yes, cash customer. Use cash customer. Date on (23) when April 20th. Correct? April 20th, no? Then amount credited to your other income. Under the other income, investment income. Amount on 7,500, no? Including VAT. Click on here, amount received. Sorry. Cancel and delete here. The unwanted account is there. Right. Record. Sorry. This is the no. Then save as than. Correct. Now you change the here name. The name called investment. So investment income. Investment income. Name. In the template, I change the name. Save as template. Then record. Look at the journal. 20th, no? 17th. Yes, here. Then continuously you can record it by this income for the future period. Record on the next month. Again, go to the pay a cash customer. Or else you develop a customer on investment customer, like whatever the income. Okay, the given the notification. That's the reason. Again, change the period on next month. Now click on a use recurrent. Now a recurrent is there. Investment income. Investment income. Clear? Investment income. Then use this investment income. You can edit, you can delete, you can cancel, whatever the options are available. Then okay. Take on to next month. Next 20th. Then record. Automatically take on your received. Record. A deposit ticket issue here. The check number problem. Give the check number. Okay, recording. Can look at your journal. In the month of May, you filter the detail on May. This one. Only credited by income 6,000. The other income, the what do you call the other portion on the VAT. No doubt, the definitely that 6,000 come under the income account, no, in the P&A. Refer. Profit and loss account. Updated your income on both month. Look at it. This month and next month. Here, month of May. Change the period on month of April. I think I recorded 2 times. 2 times recorded. 5,500. Each month, 6,000, 6,000. Look at here, the period error. Look at this answer, 12,000. Why recorded in 12,000? The cumulative amount. Look at in here. Here, cumulative amount. Then you filtered on here. April. Cumulative portion. Under the income. Now, okay. 6,000. Got this my point? If you display the period on April to May, the total period income taken to here. You think? Then you have to customize your report, filter the details, then display the correct amount. Recurrent expense and recurrent income. The media person. It's something very simple. When you compare the management accounting, law, and financial management, taxation, that's different rules, application, and lot of things are there. When your exam choose, 50. And you take your final project presentation before the exam or after. Then discuss with the Jennifer and Mr. Kalivasanta. Then inform me and we will arrange the separate session. But anyway, you have to be at this type of transaction in your projects. No, there's no chances to conduct the presentation after the exam, but in the administration side, they expedite your syllabus. You can't penalize on their decision, actually. Not wrong decision. They try to give the as soon as possible to complete the exam. If you are willing to do the presentation before the exam, then I can release the mid-exam mark, including the projection. You decide. Before the examination, final examination, to complete your projects, then I can release your marks with the project mark. Unless otherwise, if you do the presentation after the exam, you are not taking the project marks. I can't give the project mark. I give the complete project. You want to pass it on. That's why there is a family ones allowed to run ahead. You not allowed to run, you know. When the family is we have 16 DB don't have this gun. And it can turn from the hack color. Now, what I know. Then you can make the chocolate of your life. It is a lot of overall project complete and now I'm made our still complete and prove on the over. One of the okay. Online is physical work. And this is online can be assigned. But marks are better than that. See the balance, no miss present. Give the your report and my comments everything. Will get them by. Overall, when you come to how much okay. Well, evening session got them on my that's okay. Sorry. Yes, why not? Then how I look at them on. In the final presentation, the completed project or completed transaction should be there. Yes. That's why I inform you after completed by CA purchase, finalize the purchase transaction and upload to the system and say yes, complete the system. And today I complete the general ledger transaction or just write transaction and complete. I think my side I think better to you commit. Better to complete the project after that. Otherwise, you really feel understood. Otherwise, you are understood. This you have to be. But if you are working hardly during this week, exam there's no actually only we ask the part less than 10 marks question from the introduction. If you work hardly with the friends, you remember, then there's also advantage. Why? You are familiar with the subject. Don't know, you decide. Right. No, today I complete the syllabus. Up to that point, you have to become. This is the entire topic. I'm going to tell you about it. Or we have products to run. After these three sections, it should be there. Yeah, the fact. Orang saling kenal candidate. Orang saling candidate. Maka marks ini berat dulu. Ini mana dia? Orang understand mana kan sih? Kalau dia exam down mana dia begini. 1 week only kan exam report. ඒක තමයි ප්‍රොප්පම මම කියනවා ලිමිටඩ් ටයිම් එකක් දුන්නා. ගෲප්ස් වලට කරන්නේ පැය 3ක් කරලා ඉවසන් යන පැය දුන්නා. By completion of 3 hours, the student has 1 week time to complete the project actually. But today will take more than 7 hours, no? Put the day and put another timetable of 3:30 to 6:30. The 18 EXP also problem because of the actually live show basis. Right. Anyway, we'll turn to the next section. Yes. According to their timetable. Anyway, today I complete the syllabus. It's my responsibility now. But anyway, actually, I agreed with because of you have experience too. Otherwise, difficult to complete for the this way for the full-time student. Right. Next. All right. Now I'm going to recording general receipts and general payment. Student, look at here. These are the general receipts. Income. Interest received, loan, rent income, dividend income, again, interest income, like this. Right. Shall we record a few transactions? First one. Interest received to the Sampath Bank. Actually, student, not current account. Current account, banks are not given the interest. You have to be imagine that. You having either saving account or FD or something in the Sampath Bank. Anyway, record on this general income. Where do we record? Where we record either journal entry or receive money. Correct. Under the banking, receive money. First, you have to be clearly identified that. My collection account, my Sampath current account. Payer, I select here cash customer. Actually, in the look at the message also there. If the depositor due in turn in is payment for the sales that you have be recorded MyoB premium, you should be using the receive payment instead of receive money. Got this point? Now I click OK. Right? I give the receipt number and the date. The date on this transaction for April 1st. Change the date April 1st. Sorry, April. A payment method by cash check method. Then my income account, interest income account. Under the other income, interest income. Actually, we are not creating the interest income from some part people like this. General interest income account. Amount get on by 26,400. 26,400. Memo, everything are there in the transaction. Look at here. RH001. RH001. Not liable for the VAT, but liable for the withholding taxes. No? Then you have to create the withholding tax and everything. Now I selected on here by taking on 18% VAT. If you are liable to pay on the income by withholding, take the rate by withholding tax. Like this 20% luxury tax, change to the withholding tax. Then click on amount received. That. Similar to that, this is received in each month, save as recurrent. Now recording, not recurring. Complete. Look at the second transaction. Now I change this transaction, not BOC, HNB. Right? HNB, not BOC, HNB. Loan taken. Student, how we record this transaction? Tell me. What is the debit entry? What is the debit entry? Which bank? HNB bank. HNB current account debit. Where to credit? Which loan? Not BOC. HNB loan account. Make one change, guys. It's not a BOC because otherwise you have to create the both account. HNB BOC loan account and BOC current account. Because banks approve the loan directly, they will not given by the cash. That amount deposited to your current account. Understood? So you have to create the both account, BOC current account and BOC loan account. In this time, I use the HNB. Right. Look at here. Recording on this transaction. First, you create the liability section under the account list, under the liability, under the non-current liability. General bank loan is there. I create 1,150. 1,150 HNB loan. New 1,150 HNB loan. Okay. Now HNB loan. Right. Now you got the money from the bank. Select on receive money. Sampath. Correct. Sampath. No. This time you are getting the money on your HNB current account. HNB current account. Understood? HNB loan not given to the Sampath current account. They asked to open the current account or whatever the investment account, that amount credited to here. Is the banking procedure. Normally banks are not permitted to the people to deposit the other account because of promoting their accounts. Right. Select on this. Now HNB. Give the detail here. RB Receipt Bank 002. Receipt Bank 002. Date. When? April 2nd. Payer cash customer. Later you can edit. Okay. Now debited to your HNB current account. Now credited to your HNB loan account under the liability. HNB loan. Use account. Amount 500,000. No? Not VAT actually. 500. Not payment method cash, check method. Not actually check transfer, no. It's a transfer. Bank transfer. Then you can create the method, bank transfer method. Now okay. Record. Now both account having amount. Your HNB current account updated on 500,000 and liability account updated on 500,000. Refer the journal. Actually not liable where? Liable where? Liable in a bank loan. Some other taxes are like withholding taxes. Right. Complete the balance receipt transaction. Complete the balance transactions on here. Rent income, dividend income, interest income again. Complete. Yes. ඉතින් cash select කරා. Cash drawer එකේ main cash book එක select කරා. Income source එක. Here. Receive cash drawer. Ready? සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දෙන්නේ නැහැ. But can they do? එහෙනම් undeposited fund account. Can. It's also similar to cash. exam එකේදී එන වැඩ ගොඩක් දාන්න තියෙනවා ඔයාලට. In the paper, there's no time to think. No time. Like a machine, how do you record 50 hour transaction? So within the 3 hours, you have not time to see your face later. To see the others' computers monitor. Continuously, and you have to feel about it. Decorating our time, the quick test. Just to answer the like the first question, clear question, and slowly you say that what method you decide before the exam date. Examiner decide answer. I use the sample method or use the on charge of method. Don't think. From here you practice. Again you create the new company by using a test 1, 2, 3. At any time you can create the new account. Whatever the sub module, you can create the general account. What about your online student? Yeah, okay?
Okay, sir.
Dear student, Harshani?
Yes, sir.
Only one student? Yes. Other student leave. So why don't you come physically today? You have any issues?
Yes, sir. I'm in outstation.
Why? You are working in the audit firm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Pata. For the out audit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where are you?
I'm in Horana, sir.
Horana, very close to the Colombo, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I request to the
Okay. Right. Income is not there. Under the other income, vehicle income can. No. Time by off. Your signature. Take your signature. That's the data account. If you can by putting on some account, the same accounts are in the different category, those accounts also active. Hello, Buddha Harshini.
Yes, sir.
Your number in number 10, no?
Yeah, oh, sir.
You got the permission from the SAP campus to join the online.
Yeah, already
Shall I
requested.
put the your in front of your signature online participated? Oh, no need.
No need, sir.
No need. Then I'll put here absent.
System report, I think.
They will check the system report for before sitting the exam.
No. They want to.
Okay. Better do I put the online? No, otherwise you're having a problem. Okay, you continue.
Okay, sir.
What about the other student? Is now leave. Afternoon attendance sheet ඉල්ල ගන්න මගේ මම කරේ. Okay, complete. Right, next. Already we paid on this amount by the morning session, payment on electricity. But recording on the different amount, like factory electricity bill or something, by 60,000. We'll record in on general payment. General payment. Recording on first electricity payment. Now I teach that section also. Where under the bank spend money module. By the payment current account or cash account, type on here the payment name, electricity. The payee, give the check number and set the date, period. Not month of May, in my case, month of April. Actually, you paid on the last month, last month payment. April payment you are paying on this month. Electricity. Children, if you know the correct number, you can search here. Like under the 5. Look at here. Sections are there. Then dash. We look at here. Correctly you can search, but you have to keep your mind. We will see. Electricity. Here. Look at it. 4280. 4280. This is different. 4280. Electricity 42. 6 dash. 6 dash. Look at that. Otherwise confused. Not 5, 6 dash. Now okay. This is difficult to keep in mind all the otherwise you have to be searched. Right? Then type on the amount, payment on 60,000, VAT liable, and amount paid, and 10. Then record. General payment. Should okay, salary payment. Right. We'll incorporate this transaction with a different mode. Salary payment. Instead of salary payment, we will take on the EPF and ETF both. Right. You take your pen and pencils. You calculate this amount. 350,000 into the company side 12%. Calculate. and ETF 3%. Company side. Calculate this amount. Right. Okay. Now I record the correct transaction on that. Actually, this is a payment. Before that, we have to be provide the provisions, no? Neither provision, right? We'll study the correct transaction. Go to the accounts, record journal entry. Date. Okay. Let's be assuming that this is the month of April provision. Now I provide April. When we provide, tell your salary date, 30th. 30th salary date. Then I provide here 20th in my provision. Type here salary provision. Better you put month of April. Now, you record the transaction. Right. Next. How many accounts we debited? How many accounts we debited? 3 accounts debit. But 3 accounts. First I debit to my salary account. Under the expense, tell me the salary expense account. Put 6 to the 6.5. Yes. 5.1. Not 5. 5.1. Yes, here. Wage and salaries. Then use this account 350. Not liable for the VAT. Next. Debited on my EPF account. EPF account is there. Yes. Tell me the number. Yes. EPF account is there, not ETF, no? Right. Okay, anyway, tell me the amount. 350,000 into 12%. 35,000. 42,000. Student, accountant, no? 42,000. Is it correct? No? Right. ETF account is there? No. Then we can actually you have to be debited this account, ETF also. Then click on here. Credit on your which account? Salary payable account or common accrued account. Look at the liability section. Under the liability section, salary payable account is there? No. Common accrued, no? Common accrual accounts. Tell me. Yes, payroll accruals payable. Okay. Credited on 392,000. My journal entry, record. Then my payment, as said by our accountant lady, the payment on 25th. Go to the banking module. Now type here salary. Credited on your Sampath account. Change the date on 25th. Then first debited to which account? Tell me. Provision account. Provision mean salary. What the account? Salary payable or something, no? Salary accrued or payable account. Go to the liability. Payroll accruals payable. Amount 390,000 or something, no? 92. 392,000. Record. Transaction unbalanced loop. Sorry, I did put, look at that. I have to be click on here. Then okay. Record. Complete. Now payroll accruals payable account nil. Debit. Doesn't matter. Whatever they come. Sampath or it shouldn't be. Both can. Right. Now we record like this expense account. Student, to refer this transaction, in earlier we take the bank loan, no? Which bank loan? HNB bank loan, no? Now you are tired. Right. HNB bank loan. You note it down here in your notebook or your Word document. On 20th April, companies or SAP Cricket Club settled the first loan installment on HNB loan. Rupees 60,000 capital repayment and rupees 30,000 on interest portion. Interest payment. Record this transaction using recurrent expense. Right. Record this transaction. This is the last transaction. Look at here. The transaction, the additional transaction are there in the HNB bank, so the BOC bank loan. You can record this transaction by your home. Right. Record this transaction in the HNB loan installment payment. Shall we start? Where we recorded? Pen money module. Pen money. Select the bank, payment bank by HNB. Right? Type here loan payment dash HNB. Use the check number here 250 150. There's no rule actually. Actually, check numbers automatically generated from the system. Now, debit on which account? Tell me. Debit on. Sorry. Which loan? HNB loan account. Go to the liability. HNB loan. How much? 90,000. Correct. Yes, correct. We recorded by capital portion and interest portion separately. 60,000. Not VAT liable. Not reportable. Next one. Debit on where? Under the other expenses, so main expenses, interest payment. Interest payment. How much? How much? 30,000. Not liable. Then click on here, amount. 90,000. Tap. Then you compare this entry. Debited on HNB loan account mean already you have a long-term liability in 500,000. Set off the capital to capital, then reduce up to 410,000 after paying on this amount. And this interest portion debited to the your P&L record. Look at the journal entry. When we pay, what is the date? 20th. I forgot actually date. Here. HNB account credit 90,000, loan account debit 10, interest account debit. Right. Now, before winding up the session, this is the last transaction. Then complete your syllabus. All right, look at this transaction. This is also like a template. SAP Cricket Club decide to create memorized journal entry. Look at the difference between recurrent expense and memorized journal. This is the journal. Let's assume that your company having more than 100, 200 fixed asset accounts are there. It is difficult to recording a depreciation for the monthly. So you have to create the template. In each month, you use this template and recording the depreciation. We call memorized journal entry. Understood? The memorized journal entry used mostly for the recording of asset depreciation. Right. Look at the depreciation for the month, memo, and everything. DEP 010 given. Look at here. Repeat large transaction. Building not depreciated by the land can amortize. Furniture and equipment, store equipment, ground equipment, and credited to your accumulated depreciation. Right. Tell me the amount and record with me. Go to the accounts. Accounts. Record journal entry. Actually, not the actual payment, book entry. Book entry, no? In according to my case, GL0016 will turn to the year 30th. Will record it on 30th. In the monthly depreciation. Type on here. Memorize journal entry dash April 23 for the first month. All right. Then carefully you manage this account. Now, which method you use? Normally debit all expense account and credit to the accumulated door. The mix by debit this account, credit this account. Which method you use? Debit expense account, credit accumulated door, debit all expense account and credit all accumulated. Okay. According to your understanding, you can record. Anyway, recording the transaction correct, right? As Chatura said by first debit whole expense account. We have to respect to the class leader. No? Where are my depreciation account? Is it there? No? Here. First, I debit my building expense, depreciation. Please tell the amount. Tell the amount. 8,000. Next, debited on my office furniture account amount 10,000 and credit on my debit on my ground equipment, no? Storeroom equipment. Storeroom, no? Amount 7,000. Last one, debit on ground equipment. Amount on 15,000. Right. Now credit amount. Credit on first one. Correctly you credited accumulation on building. $8,000. Take the total amount. You insert here 8,000. Next one. Office furniture. Look at the here second one, office furniture. Otherwise, you credit on the wrong amount. 10,000. Next one. Storeroom equipment. Accumulated depreciation. Storeroom equipment. 7,000. Last one. Ground equipment. 15,000. Complete this transaction. This is called the memorized journal entry. Then, don't record this transaction. Click on here, save recurring. Recurring in journal entry. Save memorized journal entry. Save recurring. Name I change here. Memorized journal. It is there. Okay. This month, okay. Name. Memorized journal entry, April 30th. Save as template. Save as template. Then record. Now cancel. Go to the reports. Where? We'll check the P&L. Display. Period on month of April. Look at here. Asset depreciation are debited. Now almost all line items are updated. It's the output. The set of financial statement. Then, student, look at this application. The application in, again, go to the record journal entry again. Click on use recurring. Now journal entry is there. Now click on edit. Edit. Change the period, not month of April, month of May. Edit. Right? Then save. Then OK. Change the date here, month of May. Definitely you have to be change the date, otherwise the same transaction record on the April. Record. Change the date and record. Again, you look at the P&L in the month of May. This depreciation correctly recorded for the month of May. Customized for period on month of May 1st to May 31st. Look at here. The transactions are there. Understood? After taking use together. The same way you duplicating, only you will change the date. If you are like if there is more than 100 asset account, this is easy to report in there. First month you report and later you have to do your the assistant accountant to report more. Large number of students. Not one time, many times. Yeah, that's a new template never limit color. Template has a template. Second, both that. The student asks a practical question after student. This is me. That accountant asks a question. We have a series of assets. Very important question. After depreciated by this one asset, whether you can depreciate it, then the carrying amount will, the written down amount will become to the 1 rupee. Either you dispose or sell this asset and remove your fixed asset register. Then you edit in your journal entry, remove the both depreciation and the accumulated depreciation. Otherwise, continuously you recording the depreciation. We have some experience like this accountant in the some company. No asset in the fixed asset register. Still they depreciated. Right, in my dear student. Now I finished the entire syllabus. And other reporting sections you have to be studied from here. Look at here. Account list summary here. Lot of the details are there. Look at here. Now update all. You can filter this detail. Then account list detail, transaction detail, history detail, general ledger summary detail. Look at it. General ledger summary. Look at this detail for a specific time period. When I take on my first month and take for the same month 30th. This is my April month general ledger detail, general ledger summary. Student, just after completed your exam, actually we are not refer to your transaction. Including my online student, you listen very carefully. We run your report. What are the important reports? Your financial position statement, your profit and loss statement, your ledger accounts. Then in each section having a transaction journal. Now you look at here, all the transaction journals are there. If we take on your paper to our hand, just after complete your paper, you have to be written the hard copy. The marks are allocated to the hard copy. So we will take on salary payment transaction. We go to the 20th April, turn to the page on the, actually we seen from the report, from the paper. The paper indicate the 20th April having a salary transaction. We go to the general journal. We look at this journal entry. Allocate the mark to your paper. Office supplies like this. Advertising. Allocate the separate marks to your paper. And also disbursement. And also receipts. And also sales. Very important. And purchase. the very pathetic situation in our student. Everything we discuss in the class, everything for all transactions. But unfortunately, when I get the backup file and open sales and purchase, have you believed that? No transactions. The thing is that they are not practicing correctly. The practice is most important. Understood? Practice is most important. This is not a actually theory subject, it's a practical subject. The practical subject you have to be practice. We'll hope that you can complete the entire paper within 3 hours because you're having the experience too. Especially in the data and students don't know. Especially data and students, some students are blank in the all sections. Blank in the all section mean you decide that I am failed. If you think that if you click on each section, almost all the sections are completed and included in your reports. Look at here in my reports, accounts. Look at your P&L and balance sheet. The transaction and updated your P&L. Look at the no balances. What is the reason? I in the long period. You have to be filtered from the 1st April. Then the line items having a balances. Here. Look at this detail. You decide the number of transaction completed and number of mark you earn. You can calculate. In one transaction, normally we given 1 month. It will last transaction we allocated 2 months. Most probably in between 40 to 60, 50 to 60 transactions are there. First, you have to be finalized your ledger, customer, supplier, inventory within the half of the time. If you can complete within 1 hour, definitely you can record all transactions. You divide the times to your paper. If you take on your, what do you call that, the second option, sample chart of account, this is easy, but you have to be managed very carefully in the editing part. Don't confuse. At your home, you practice. Not one, maybe 2, 3 times. And also, when you come to the class, it's not in a class, sorry. In the exam, before the exam date, better to you delete your all unnecessary companies. Especially when you give the registration number, your index number as the company name. Like this company also delete. From where you delete? Go to the file option. I'll tell you. Exit first. Exit from here. No session report. Okay. Come from the beginning. Eh? Then go to the my org. Then okay. Open company. Here. You can delete. Look at here. I have 2 copies. I delete 1 copy. Select this document. Click on delete. Delete. Otherwise, with the confused mind, you may available in the same type of company as you rename by your index number. Unfortunately, you upload this PT file to the PR will file to the your backup file. Now, also another the tricky point I'll given you. After given your index number, let's say like this is one student who's this 17B 19 student. Better to you add in front of 19 dash N semester exam ESE. Then easily you can identify the N semester exam backup file. Okay. The project actually paper given the scenario with the company name, you are not using this company name as your file company name. You have to give your index number as your company name. And also we will provide the place to enter your CAM number. Definitely in the address, the company name field, you have to be given your 23-17B EX like you 019 N semester exam you given. It's not compulsory, but this is better to in your side. Now time sharply complete the session. Now take your lunch break. After the break, we will go for the practical actually question and answer session with the revision class and given some more time to you to discuss your project activity. Right. Take the break and come.